what if death wasn't final? Some creatures can pause it, others can repair the damage, and a few can survive frozen for tens of thousands of years. This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now in the natural world. Today on Brain Buzz, we're exploring animals that cheat death. From jellyfish that reset their lives, to salamanders that rebuild their brains, to frogs that freeze solid and return in spring. And stay with me, because later in our bonus Buzz fact, we'll uncover a frozen secret that waited tens of thousands of years to move again. Yeah, you heard that right. Imagine you've reached old age. Your body is tired, your cells are breaking down, and the end is near. For humans, that's the final chapter. But for one tiny jellyfish, it's just a new beginning. Meet Turritopsis dohrnii, the so-called immortal jellyfish. When stressed, injured, or simply too old, it performs a trick no other animal can match. It reverses its life cycle. An adult jellyfish transforms back into a polyp, its earliest stage. It's as if a butterfly could shrink back into a caterpillar. This process is called cellular transdifferentiation, cells switching identities, becoming young again. Of course, these jellyfish can still be eaten or affected by disease, but left undisturbed, they can potentially cycle back again and again, a reset button on life. And while the jellyfish challenges the limits of time, other animals challenge the limits of injury. Picture this. You lose an arm. For us, it's permanent. For the axolotl, a salamander from Mexico, it's temporary. Axolotls are masters of regeneration. They can regrow arms, legs, their tail, parts of their heart, even parts of their brain. And not just scar tissue, fully functional organs. In the 19th century, scientists first noticed axolotls regrowing lost limbs in captivity. Today, labs around the world study them intensely. Their secret lies in special stem cells that can transform into almost any tissue the body needs. For a human, a damaged spinal cord means paralysis. For an axolotl, it means a repair job. If we could unlock their biology, it could revolutionize medicine, curing injuries, regenerating organs, maybe even repairing the brain itself. If you could borrow one of these abilities, regeneration like the axolotl, or rewinding life like the jellyfish, which would you choose? Share it in the comments. I'd love to see your picks. But regeneration has its limits. What about surviving the impossible? In winter, the wood frog faces a deadly challenge. As temperatures plunge, water inside its body begins to freeze. Its heart stops. Its blood becomes solid ice. By every human definition, it is dead. And yet, when spring arrives, the frog thaws out and hops away as if nothing happened. The secret is glucose. The frog floods its organs with sugar, which acts as antifreeze, protecting cells from rupturing as ice forms. For us, frozen blood is a death sentence. For the frog, it's hibernation. While other frogs can't survive the freeze, the wood frog reappears each spring, ready to keep its forest alive. But if you think surviving one frozen winter is extreme, wait until you hear about the creature that endured not just one season, but entire ages of history. But before we get there, dear viewer, thank you for still being here. Seriously, most people never make it this far, but you did. And that means you get the bonus Brain Buzz, the little extra story we save just for the people who stick around. And honestly, it's our favorite fact of the whole episode. In 2018, scientists drilling into Siberian permafrost made a shocking discovery. Inside the ice, they found tiny worms, nematodes, that had been frozen since the Ice Age. They warmed the samples in a lab, and then, incredibly, the worms began to move after 40,000 years in frozen sleep. When these worms were last alive, mammoths still walked the earth, and human civilization didn't yet exist. Which makes you wonder, What else might still be sleeping beneath the ice, waiting to return? Across the animal kingdom, life has found loopholes. Some rewind the clock, others endure impossible winters or outlast history itself. Scientists don't just marvel at these creatures, they study them, because hidden in their biology might be the keys to our own survival. Imagine a world where we repair injuries like axolotls, pause aging like jellyfish, or survive extremes like frogs. These animals aren't just curiosities, they're living blueprints of resilience. So tell me, if you could borrow one of these powers, which would you choose? Would you reset your life like the jellyfish? Heal like the axolotl? Or maybe freeze and return like the frog? Some of you might even go for the ancient worm's long sleep. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see what fascinates you most. And if you enjoyed this dive into nature's rebels, give the video a like and subscribe. Your support is what keeps Brain Buzz alive. Until next time, remember, in nature, even death isn't always the end.